Having the ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
By the hair of my chinny chin chin, chin chin. I made it by the hair of my chinny chin chin. One time. Look at this guy. Like a bump on the log, this guy. Ain't got no energy, guy. What you want? Let's go. Yeah. Hey, it's football season. What in the world is really going on? It's football season. If you ain't got no juice, then you need to get up out of here. Yeah. In the building on a meltdown Wednesday. I'm just kidding. Window World Wednesday with the Eulers.
Let's go.
I know y'all wonder how you get 50. When Terrell get 50, he gonna get that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get you a little
You're still young.
lactate juice. Get you a little creatine, a little performance whey. Get your weight up, Terrell. Get your energy up, Terrell. Are you with me today?
I'm here.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Just none of your nonsense.
93.7,
Doesn't
Captain
work.
Show.
Doesn't work.
That's how we come in. Nothing but energy productions. That's what wins championships. Energy. Not talent. Know-how. Not talent.
Effort.
Effort. Not talent.
Desire.
Not talent.
Who told you that?
Who told you that? Not talent.
Okay.
You can't
if you don't
play
have
along.
any talent on your team, you won't win nothing.
Let me just tell you something. Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard.
Okay.
Don't you ever forget that.
All right.
You know that. You know talent. When talent is not groomed and it doesn't work harder than the walk-on that was is giving everything he's got, he'll cut his leg off and still try to run. If talent ain't practicing and giving it everything he got, then it's just talent. It's like Lawrence Phillips. Was that talent or hard work or both?
Both.
We was in the room.
Mm-hmm.
He was more talented than everybody in the room in 1993. That's including Calvin Jones and everybody else in the room. As a true 18-year-old young man.
Yeah.
But what set him apart was it wasn't just the talent. He worked just as hard as everybody else in the room to try to get a position.
Good work ethic.
That's what's missing from Nebraska. When I think, do I see guys leaving it on the field? Or do we see guys walking off still like, hard day work, but we good. We straight. Now, I can't tell you what losing feels like. I can't. It's not a part of my repertoire in college. I don't know what that feels like. Okay, losing multiple games in one season. But what I can tell you is the energy in the room when they come out of the locker room has to match the intensity that it's going to take to win ball games.
And all four quarters.
Rock'em sock'em football. The third team's got to play like the first team. The fourth team's got to be in there like it was the first team. That's what makes you great. You got four deep. You can go four deep at any position, and you're going to get the same fight. Maybe not a different fight, but the same fight. Terrell's going to fight you a little bit different than me. Bueller's he's gonna wrestle you first and then ground and pound you.
Yeah.
The OV, man, I'm trying to hit you with something that I can put you out quick. A strike. I don't want it to go to the ground. I don't want to be grappling around with Euler. I want to be throwing these hands, these haymakers. So I'm looking for energy. I'm looking for excitement. When the guys go out there, Euler, I'm not going to put you on the spot. But when I do go to practice, I want to see if them dudes is bouncing around at practice. Are they competing at practice? Or is it business as usual? This is just a business. Because NIL is taking the love of the game out of the game. Now all of a sudden we loving the money. And money can get you a long way, but it can't help you cross the finish line. It takes people with heart, determination, grit, know-how, don't care, run through a brick wall, all of that, mix it in one, and be on one accord, 105 players flying around. I promise you, 10-2 is doable.
Yes, sir.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
That was good. The state has no answer for that.
I'm glad you said that. Now, I got a question for you guys because I sent it to Bach. Hopefully, Bach didn't get. Oh, Kerricker wasn't on today, so I know he didn't give it up. He didn't give it up. He was on. He Sorry, Bach. I had to give you that one. Let me ask you a question. Who would Doc Rivers pass as far as games won on the all-time list? Which coach? Legendary. I don't. Text lines open 402-464-5685. What is it? Sauterheimer text line?
Yep. Yeah.
You can call in if you want. We want to make this interactive, but I'll start with Terrell. You want to take a gander?
Pat Riley.
You?
I'm not a big NBA guy.
I can't ask Bach
Phil
because
Jackson.
Not Phil Jackson.
What?
No way.
Say what?
Phil
Say that.
Jackson.
What'd you say?
He said Phil Jackson.
Okay, what'd you say to his
said
saying
it
Phil
can't be
Jackson?
Phil Jackson.
Impossible, right?
Impossible.
Well, how'd he know?
Really?
Phil Jackson.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of wins.
Dude,
Phil Jackson took time off for a little bit, then he came back.
did,
So
yeah.
he won a lot.
Yeah.
though.
Really won a lot of games.
I think he won with Chicago, won with the Lakers.
6 with Chicago and how many with the Lakers?
but Doc is not elite like Phil Jackson. He's not in that conversation
He just doesn't
when
have
it
the
comes to
championship.
when it comes to titles.
He's got one.
You know,
One.
One.
Phil's
Phil
got
has
what,
6.
12?
Yeah, he's got plenty.
He's got,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he got
11,
6
I
just
think.
in
6 with Chicago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 with LA.
Yeah. So it's
They
not,
do know a little bit.
What would you rank him? Would I rank Doc? Probably. I don't know. It's a long list.
Not that close to Phil.
No.
I can't remember the 5 or 6 that was before him, but I know when I heard Phil, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I said there's no way.
Right. When you said that, that's how I felt when I first heard it. Like, man, no way Doc Rivers has passed Phil Jackson for more wins. But like Terrell said, he took the layoff somewhere in there. And, you're talking what? How many games in the season? 80-something?
82.
So, I mean, if you take
I know that.
4 or 5 years.
Plus playoffs, though. I mean, he won
Take
a lot
4
of
or 5
games in
years,
the
though.
playoffs.
Yeah, but you got to think.
Yeah, 4 or 5
You got to
years,
think
yeah.
Doc Rivers had a great run with Boston, the Clips. Now he's with who? The Bucks. Who's he with? The Bucks.
Yeah. Had
With the
a run with the
Bucks.
76ers.
Had a run with the 76ers.
Started with the Magic.
I mean, I say that, but you can't compare him to Phil Jackson. Give me another guy that's got more championships. What's the coach at Houston? What's Houston's coach back in the day? Yeah, Houston back in the day when they had Akeem Olajuwon and that great team.
No idea.
Big shot Bob Awori. It's gonna come to me.
Was it Rudy? No.
I'd say
Tom
the
Donovan? No, that
San Antonio's coach that was there for a long time.
San
He had a lot of
Antonio was a
wins.
good one too. That was a good
Greg Popovich, yeah.
Popovich, yeah.
one. But who was at Houston in that time? So it'd have been probably, I want to say Houston won at least 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, they won 2.
Okay, so whoever the coach was during that time was a pretty doggone good
It was
coach.
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Oh, see there? Good job.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just saying there was some good doggone
sports
coach.
guy.
Pat Riley. I think Pat Riley still
Yeah.
might be might be. I can't remember the coaches that they were saying, but it seemed like 3 or 4 of them were some coaches that was notable. Pat Riley being one of those guys. So shout out to Doc Rivers, passing Pat Riley for most wins in NBA history. Jeez.
Good.
That's a lot.
Question
Still,
for the
still
boxing
behind
guy.
George Karl, Pat Riley, Jerry Sloan, Lenny Wilkins, Don Nelson, and Greg Popovich.
There you go.
Lenny.
Who's number
The
one?
great Lenny Wilkins from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Greg Popovich is number one.
Lenny coached a long time. Hey,
How many
now,
championships did Lenny win?
probably none.
He won one with the 79 Supersonics.
Well, he wasn't the head coach, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
79 Supersonic.
So I got a question for you.
4.
Dante
Gotta
Wilder
answer.
said he's fighting again. Should he fight again?
No.
That's what I said.
No.
Somebody told me that. They said, Dante Wilder is fighting again. I said he shouldn't.
You can put him in the same category as Spence. It's over. They're punch drunk and they can't take a shot. And you know what?
Leon.
When you start getting into where you getting beat up by smaller
Yeah.
guys and lesser
Yeah.
guys and you can't, get your faculties together, that's when you start dying. That's when things
Yeah.
start happening. Your brain is being shaken up. You talk about CT.
Yeah.
CT. When those boxers, I tell you what, Roy Jones,
Yeah.
When-
For example.
for example,
Yeah.
when he got knocked out by Anthony Tarver.
Yeah.
Anthony Tarver.
Bernard Hopkins.
He was never the same.
Bernard Hopkins fought till he was 50.
Yeah, but again, the first time that chin gets touched up,
Yeah.
you're never the same.
Yeah.
You're never the same.
You never. And plus, once he got beat by that big guy 2 or 3 times, what was the guy named the world heavyweight champion box? The overseas guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, once he knocked you.
What is his name?
I don't know who you're
Tyson
thinking.
Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Okay.
Yeah, when Tyson Fury just beat him like that, it's time to go. Don't fight again.
I agree with that. Just get out of there. Because here's the problem. Is he fighting because he needs the money?
Right.
Probably.
He got like 12 kids.
Yeah.
Is he fighting because he needs the bread? Hey, listen, to me, Anthony Donald is the most prolific, best football player, best football mind that ever played the game. You know why I say that? He made ton of money, and he left with all of his faculties. You don't remember Donald getting hurt. Don't remember it.
No.
He left under his own terms. I'll tell you another one. Beast mode. Didn't spend any of his contract. Spent his, Wendy's money and
Bonuses.
Yeah, bonus money. Didn't spend any of his contract. Saved it all.
Yeah.
Chad Ochocinco, even though he's got a lot of kids, did a great job of saving his money.
Yeah, he drove one of them little smart. He drove one of those little bitty smart cars, the little box ones.
And stayed I never knew this. Did you know this, Euler? That Ochocinco, I think for the first 3 to 5 years, I don't know which one it was, stayed at the facility.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You talk about smart guy.
And he eat McDonald's.
What
every
doesn't
day.
he have at the
Yeah.
facility?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could stay at Nebraska's facility.
All day long.
Yeah.
You eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can
Yeah.
sleep comfortably, and you can play games. You could watch film. You could do all the things that it takes to be great. Work out 2 or 3 times. You ain't got nothing else to do. It's not like you're going to be trying to bring some chicks up to the facility, Terrell.
Hey, need some company sometime.
Nah.
got a hot tub.
They're off limits, buddy. You can't bring anybody up to the facility.
Yeah.
Now, I would imagine that if Ochocinco was bringing people up to the facility, he wouldn't have had a job as long as he did. Wouldn't have worked out for him. But you never know. He's got like 10 kids, so maybe he was sneaking chicks up to the facility.
Speaking of money, Anthony Edwards paid 18 years worth of child support for a child that's just been born.
Up front.
Up front.
How much was it?
I don't know. It's 216 months worth of child support.
At what dollar amount?
I don't know. They had-
10,000.
Well,
Well, 2.2 million.
it doesn't matter. He paid it.
I would.
Yeah.
Why not? Give him a jump start. Here you go. Here's 2 million. Still be a
See
dad.
you when you're 18.
No,
Now, he don't-
you can't do that.
That's what he's saying.
See you when you're 18?
Hey, I guess he don't. You know, it's not somebody he was
got
with.
to be kidding me.
It was a one-night stand gone back.
I don't care if it's a one-night stand going good. You brought a life into the world. You need to take care of it. One-night stands still breed great people and individuals. So do not go and say, well, one-night stand, because no. Take care of your responsibility as a man. Just because he paid the money, that don't mean anything. That just means you paid financial support.
And he's done.
Yeah.
Can't come back after more.
Yeah, that's all that means. Now he can just be, I think he can be a free and clear father at this point. But you're saying he said, see you at 18.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. He said, I think he's telling the baby mama, see you at 18.
Yeah. Who knows? Syracuse Fran Brown criticizes the NCAA over the spring game scrimmage. Said if Bill, who he said?
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien and what's the coach from North Carolina?
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick did it, they would do it. So he says just because it's him and Deion wants to hold the joint practices, the NCAA denied the waiver.
How did Coach Rule? I read this article. How did Coach Rule get caught up in that mess?
Who knows?
With him and Deion wanting to do a joint deal. Was I the only one to see that?
He at least
I thought they had
made
a
a
conversation
comment on it.
Well, it sounded as if Deion and Coach Rule had conversations about doing a joint practice, which would be phenomenal. Everybody would go.
Yeah.
Every day they had it, I would go. I just would go.
Yeah.
Right? Would you go?
Yeah, I go.
I mean, so and I thought I could have swore I read an article where it was talking about that whole scenario and why and blah 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 blah. But I think if why not? If you're gonna take away the spring games, let's do some great OTAs against some other teams. See where we stand. Different competition level. See where you stand. It can't do nothing but help you be a better football team.
Mike Gundy went on a rant. Of course, the Oklahoma State head coach, who has said before he'd like to scrimmage with Oklahoma. I think they could make this some good money doing so. I know, Vershawn, you wouldn't like to do a scrimmage against a rival, but he's looking bypass that.
No. I changed my mind.
Change your mind on
that? Because again, if you're going to take away spring ball and you can do a controlled scrimmage, what my concern was, I've been in 3 NFL camps. Okay, we've went against other teams every year. Guess what happens? Brawl. It's always a brawl, and we never finish the practice. So if we're supposed to have 3 practices and a scrimmage, we never get to the scrimmage. It never happens. We never get to the scrimmage. It's always a fight that ends in a brawl, and it's just like that. Kansas City, it happened twice. Seattle, it happened once. I'm just telling you. It ended in a brawl.
Now, Kirby Smart went on a rant. Georgia head coach.
So with these rants.
These rants about, if you think tampering is bad in college football, who's to blame? Because these coaches get a list from agents who represent these kids, and they send them to coaches before the spring portal or the portal even open. So it's the agents who's shopping these kids around. It's not the kids. I mean, it's the kids, but it's not tampering. It's not tampering. Yeah. It's not tampering really. If a guy that represents the players is shopping this kid around, sending, hey, do you want to have a Zoom meeting, talk with him? Do you want to have this?
Listen, man.
So
it's modern day tick season.
Yeah,
it's modern day leech season. These agents are nothing but leeches, and all they're trying to do is pad their own pockets by getting the 3% temp. Do you know it's not 3%? Okay, college football, by the way, is not regulated like the NFL.
Right.
Okay, 3% is across the board. Don't matter who you are, you're gonna get X amount of dollars from first round all the way to the last pick. It's all prorated where you're gonna get it. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. You really ain't going to negotiate no more money to where you get picked at. But in this climate, NIL, I could negotiate 20%, 30%, 40%. I can not only negotiate 20, 30, 40%, I can negotiate your futures. There's been some horror stories about that. So if you go to the NFL, I got it in the black and white. Once you go to the NFL, I am the owner of 10 or 20% of what you make, anything you make. Anything. Endorsements. It don't matter if you sign. Don't matter. It's mine.
Wow.
It's mine. So you know, athletes better be careful signing with these agents that want to put you in bad positions just for the money. Period. Okay, Terrell, come on. You got some more?
Well, yeah, we got a lot of stuff, but we got to go to break now.
Okay, we'll throw it to break then, sir.
All right, no music today because we only on stream today. 93.7 The Ticket.
Are we streaming?
We'll be right back.
A lot of
No
businesses
radio?
say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
LES wants your feedback. Help shape your electric utility's direction and priorities by taking an anonymous online survey. Make your voice heard before the survey closes on April 30th at les.com/survey.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown's Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $15 off any regular priced athletic shoes with respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, and On Running. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your spring off right at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln. Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, y'all go ahead. Y'all act like y'all need me every time. Bring it in. Yeah.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, the
Thank
best of 2 hours in radio. It is the Captain Show, and we are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brad.
Excavating.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show. It is Window World Wednesday, and let's get the Euler report going today.
Awesome. All right. Well, I don't have not a lot going on, I guess.
It is, Euler. Start with the biggest news of the day for Friday.
For Friday, we've got our open house out at Window World, 5945 Cornhusker Highway. 11 to 7 is the open house. We come out, check out our new showroom. It's pretty sweet. We're going to have the Captain Show there live from 1 to 3. We've got
Nolan gonna have a race car out there.
Race car out there. We're gonna have some Huskers signing autographs out there.
Woo-hoo.
Current Huskers.
Current.
Not us old guys.
Current guys.
Yeah.
Not just old guys. We'll sign though. We'll sign too.
We'll sign. Yeah,
we'll sign too.
5 to 6. 5 to 6. We'll have some Huskers signing autographs. We're trying to get that all arranged. We got probably have some championship rings showing up
on
there
deck,
so you can see them.
Nice.
We haven't seen those in a while. So we'll put some of those on there. But yeah, we'll have refreshments and check out, meet our crew, we're nationally known, but locally owned. My little brother, Tommy, owns a franchise, and he'll be out there talking to people and all of our salespeople, our staff, our installers. It's going to be a good day.
Good.
Fun day. Yeah.
Now, do you have anything else for the
situation? I went to a couple spring practices. So
we got somebody bringing something. What is that?
I think that's from Canopy Street Market. Maybe.
Can you let him in? Let him in. Are you kidding me? What you got for us? Thank you, sir.
All right.
Canopy Street Market in the building, in the flesh. Listen, he's always bringing us gifts and all that good stuff. So we want to tell you, thank you. I'm quite sure DP's going to come grab that stuff. I don't know if he wants us to have a party on air. Then we'd have to kick Terrell out of here.
Right.
Because there's no non-alcoholic beverages.
So yeah, so went to a couple spring practices last week. Check that out.
Okay.
Top teams are looking pretty competitive.
Nice.
Spring ball. I love spring ball probably more than fall ball because it was always my time to shine. Right.
Yeah. Well, anytime you can say you led all rushers in most of the scrimmages, that's pretty good.
It was a lot. It's a little different than what I experienced for sure.
Should I ask you what the difference is, or just leave it there?
I'm just gonna say it's.
Look at go DP. Look, my boy. I told you, boy. Listen to him, man. When your boss listen to the radio on all the time, you better be on point.
So yeah, we I would say we had a little different setup system in our spring. It was different. That's all I'm going to say right
Okay.
now.
All right. Well,
So
we'll wait. We'll wait till after spring ball, and then we can probably get into it a little better.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Wait to Monday when. Well,
we aren't waiting to Monday.
You got a settlement coming out in about 3-4 days, so it's going to be.
What settlement you talking about?
The NC versus they're supposed to do it April 7th. The House.
Are you
versus,
trying again? Do you think that there's an outside chance that they won't?
Hey, I don't know.
I think there's an outside chance. Yes, I think.
Do you know the disaster that would be?
So,
I'm just asking y'all. Do you
it's
know?
already approved, Rashawn. I mean, you don't think they?
You said, but you said there's an outside chance they don't sign it.
I didn't say it was outside chance.
Okay, you did.
I've been following it pretty closely, and there's a lot of states filing lawsuits against it. And,
because it's going to do what we saw happen in the college tournament, where all number one seeds are in the ship. That's what it's going to do, because everybody's not going to have $20 million to spend in 17 of it to spend towards football.
Right.
Okay. You got some teams that's going to have to put $10 million into basketball and something else to these other sports that they're giving all these scholarships to. You got to put more money to other sports, and football might be lacking in other states where that football might not be like Nebraska. We know the lion's share of this money going to football.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting for sure. April 7th, huh? Only 5 days away.
Let Terrell tell it.
Hey, I read a lot, so people getting prepared for it.
I mean, the only thing to get prepared for is if it goes bad. If it goes good, now I'm thinking about who I'm going to get. If I'm Hoiberg, I'm like, how much money I'm getting? Because I need to get on my job right now. Why? He's got to replace 2 of his top 2 scorers. Think about that for a second. You have to replace your top 2 scorers. Give me the next best scorer on the basketball team after the top 2 guys. I'll wait. Sam Hoiberg?
Well, they're in the running for.
I'll take Sam.
They're in the running for the Omaha kid who was the conference player of the year. So he's in the transfer portal, and he has a Zoom call with Nebraska tomorrow.
See. Here's the problem with that. That same kid was in our restaurant, eating our restaurant every other week at the restaurant. Not one time have I ever said something to him about coming to Nebraska. But now he's in the transfer portal.
You ain't seen him.
He's in the portal. My point is, you didn't build the relationship. You got to understand that there's relationships, and sometimes when you have guys that are in other cities where there's major stars and you might want them, you might want to phone a friend.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Because now you're at the mercy of what? The agent, the coach, and his family. Y'all paying enough money, because now it might just be about the money. But if I'm Nebraska, is this guy a scorer? He's their best player? Black shirt?
He's a Summit League Player of the Year. Yeah, averaged almost 19 points per game.
Perfect. There's no way I let him out the state. I would not let him out the state. Being in the position that Coach Hoiberg is in, Fred, I wouldn't let him out the state. Wouldn't be no phone call. It wouldn't be if he right down the street. Wouldn't be no Zoom. I'll show up with a briefcase.
You show up.
Was Fred and well, the boys play tonight in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're in Vegas.
Yeah, so
guess what? Listen, if I'm talking about me now, if I'm the coach, I make $4 million a year. Listen, son, we want you to be here with us. I know it might be against the law, against the rules. I'm simply saying, through the agent, maybe somehow, some way, they can get money now. They can get money. This is not illegal to get money. You can get money from the universities right now, free of charge. Nothing happens. So why not fly them out?
Yeah, do it.
Why not? You want them? Vegas? I'm flying them out. Him, his mama, sister, cousin. I'm flying them. Grandpa, grandma, Uncle Ray, Boone Queesh and them. I'm flying them out. Let's go, y'all. I know y'all ain't never been to Vegas. Let's go. That's just me. I'm going to court the whole family, and I'm going to make it real hard on them not to want to come and play for me based on my hospitality to him and his entire family. If that's what it takes, I'm going to do what it takes to get the best scorer in Nebraska.
It is worth noting he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, so he's not like a Nebraska kid. He played at Omaha. But
yeah, because we gave him an opportunity in Omaha.
Yeah.
Who knows about Omaha? I mean, Tulsa, Oklahoma ain't but 4.5 hours, right?
Yeah, it's not far away.
I would imagine that Omaha, again, Tulsa, family, I would imagine going to Omaha ain't that far away if I wanted my family to watch me. But now having the opportunity, there's no way. If I'm that kid, if I'm giving him advice, I'm like, dude, don't go to Oklahoma. Stay right here in Nebraska. You've built a name. Mm-hmm. And now if you go to the big house, you go to Lincoln and do what you did and become the Big Ten player of the year, bro, you can write your own ticket. That's the conversation I would have with him.
What year is he?
I believe he'd be going into his final season.
Oh, it's one and done guy?
Yeah.
That kind of changed the game.
Well, Bryce Williams was Bryce Williams here 2 years, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juwan Gary 2 years or 4?
I think it's 3.
3?
Yeah. Juwan Gary was 3. All right. Hey, buddy. That changed the game for me now. Changed the game. Why would I want a one-hit wonder?
Average 19 points per game.
I get it. And then next year, I'm in the same boat. And I'm not saying don't go get him. I still think it's a good get. But it's not as important of a get as if he had 2 years or 3 years.
Which one was better, for football or basketball, or one and done?
I think basketball. Because the numbers are so low.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. How are you going to replace the number one scorer? What's his name? Bryce Williams? What's his name?
Yeah.
How are you going to replace that? He's scoring 30 points a game. Who going to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, hold up. Put Juwan Gary and him together. Let's say 48 points a game, 18 rebounds, 14 assists, 5 steals. You got to replace that. So who you going to replace it with? You better be thinking about it now. Why y'all playing? Because, listen, next year getting ready to start right after this last game.
Well, the men basketball do play Georgetown tonight on FS1 at 8:30 in the Crown basketball tournament.
Is there a point spread?
No, I don't know.
You don't know. Are we favorites, Bach? What are you doing over there, Bach?
I'm trying to get my pen to work.
We can hear all that scribbling you're doing over there.
Not working.
It's kind of
all right.
Bach,
I got
hold
some
on a
this.
second. Let Bach answer the question real quick, Bach. What's the spread? Are we the favorites?
I can see if there's a.
All right, go ahead, Terrell, while he's looking. Go ahead. You guys say
all right. Coastal Carolina will be the first school in FBS to offer free game concession starting next year all year.
What do you mean?
Free?
What are you talking about?
As overall, okay.
With the price of a ticket.
Yep. With the price of a ticket, you get to go to the concession 4 times in this concession and you can get as much stuff as you want. So the offer will provide ticket purchasing partners with hot dog, nachos, fountain drinks, and popcorn at no cost. Fans will be able to acquire 4 items per concession stand, and there's no limit to the number of trips an individual can make. Alcohol, beverage, and third-party vendors are not included in this promotion.
That's a pretty good deal.
So fans can come down, compliment your hot dogs and drinks and stuff like that. Even though their attendance is probably less than 10,000, but they still are giving back to the fans.
You made sure that wasn't an April Fool's deal. There's a lot of headlines.
Thank you. Like Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Yeah. No, it's not April Fool's.
No, sure.
It's on CBS. It's on everything. ESPN, they don't do.
There is some April Fool's stuff.
Well, yeah. Matt Rule Dancing with the Stars, huh?
But no, that wasn't April Fool's. That was real. But
no,
I'm just
that's not.
No, I mean Dancing with the Stars. I was thinking the star that you was talking about was Hopper Murray.
Yeah.
And him doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? His Twitter dance.
Yeah, they killed him for that
Twitter
too.
dance.
The fans killed him.
Then he did this. Then he took his hat off and Michael Jackson that thing. I loved it. You didn't like that? You didn't like him Michael Jackson in that thing? You didn't like that either.
I didn't see it.
You didn't?
Who cares? That's right, you.
That joke of Michael Jackson that had at the end. He did the little popular TikTok with her, which
that wasn't.
It was cool for Coach Rule. This Coach Rule we talking about now. Have you ever the most you've seen Scott Frost even come close to dancing was him skipping down them steps when he knew he got 14
slid down
years.
the stairs.
He slipped on down the steps.
16,
looking like the Joker.
Million.
Yes. We didn't know him and Trev had a side deal. They was in the other house talking. My bad. I digress. Anyway, let me get off of that subject completely. Okay, go Terrell. You had
that's it. I got. I'm tapped out.
All right.
Bach,
What do you got? What do you got before we throw it to break?
Well, we better throw it to break.
All right.
By the way, Nebraska is favored by 9.5 now. It's open at 6.5. Now 9.5.
Now you think? Remember you guys telling me, you two, freaking frack right here. I remember you telling me, oh man, if they win that tournament, that ain't nothing. Don't even hang the banner.
Who said that?
You and Bach.
We did. We had a debate.
And y'all
we said put it in the trophy thing. Case. You wasn't here when we had the full discussion.
That's a lie.
You came into the second part of the discussion when we talked about Bob.
Well, they'll still have 2 games to go, even if they win this one.
That's not what we're talking about, Bach. We said if they win this thing,
we said put it in the trophy case.
Hang it in the rafters.
Gotta hang something.
Why wouldn't you? Why would you? Just because it's a 3rd-tier tournament, they still had to run the gauntlet. They had to run the gauntlet.
Arizona State had a losing record. That's their gauntlet so far.
What was Arizona State record, Bob?
13-19. That's the gauntlet.
How many people was at the game, Bob?
I think like 1,500, but they must have been counting everybody
All
in the back and
tonight.
everything,
So what?
offices and stuff.
So what? So what?
You know
put
it in the trophy.
So
I mean,
go out
Nebraska,
a winner. No, you hang it in the rafters. Go out a winner.
Nebraska has all their trophies in the trophy case. Put it in the trophy case.
Nebraska. We also have our stuff hung in the rafters too.
Yeah.
Well, so why wouldn't we hang that in the rafters just because it's a 3rd-tier tournament?
You're gonna put the
when the last time we won any tournament?
The Conquest Bowl up with the Fiesta Bowl. Would you do all that?
Yeah,
would you do all that? Would you put your Part-Tart Bowl right by the national championship?
Of course not.
Banner.
Of course not. But they haven't won a national championship, so you can't even put that in the
Okay,
discussion.
this tournament is not a national championship. I mean, this ain't even.
Again, when was the last time Nebraska won a tournament?
Well, they won the Diamond Head Classic earlier. Should they pin that one up?
That's a preseason tournament. I'm talking about a postseason tournament. When was the last time Nebraska won a postseason tournament? Because I know when, because I was here when it happened.
We won the
So
NIT.
you're gonna put the record up there, 21-29.
They better than 21-29.
What's their record, Bob?
They're now, I think, 18-14.
All right, thank you. We got to win a record, so just be quiet, zip it.
I'm just saying.
They got to win a record.
I mean, I'm happy for. I mean, just keep playing it. I mean, like I said, if you're gonna play in something, play it to win. Don't just go there and have a great time and party in Vegas. No, go and win it. Win the damn thing. I mean, we're favored by 7 tonight.
Good.
So. You know,
I was just asking because to me it don't matter in these games. It don't matter who's favored. They're in this particular tournament because they don't play consistent basketball. That's why they're in this 3rd-tier tournament. So you don't know what's going to happen. You just hope that Nebraska can continue to play lights out basketball, and they give their 2 playmakers the green light. I would.
Yeah.
Hey, dudes, go score, bro. Just go win the game. I don't care what you do. Win the game for me. I mean, Hoiberg go out on a shield. I think he can get to 20 wins. Go at the break, Bach.
All right, you listen to the captain. We'll be back with more after this.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
LES wants your feedback. Help shape your electric utilities direction and priorities by taking an anonymous online survey. Make your voice heard before the survey closes on April 30th at les.com/survey.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Spring is here. It's time to get back outside and into proper shoes this year. Brown's Shoe Fit is the place to buy this spring with their sale on athletic shoes. Get $15 off any regular priced athletic shoes with respected brands like Hoka, Brooks, New Balance, and On Running. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your spring off right at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln. Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Window World. Wednesday. It's a window world. Wednesday. Are you the window world? Turn up, Pop. Wednesday. It's a window world. Wednesday. On the Captain Show. The window world. The Captain Show. Wednesday. I'm with
the black shirt
and
Bach.
Who else? Oh my God!
Come
on, Bach.
Bob got him.
We got a guest in the building. He's been around. He told us it's hard to believe that Euler's been around almost a year.
Yeah.
But it's going on a year, and you mean to tell me you still not turning this mic on?
For some reason, you guys just have a mic hanging out between you. Right there.
No.
We got to keep that between us.
Yeah, you got to keep a mic in between you.
Something. I was just kidding about Coach Dancing with the Stars. I know that's a, but he was dancing with the stars.
I seen it.
That's what I'm talking about. Did you even look at it over the break, Euler, or no?
No. I had to.
I thought it was pretty slick. I thought it was pretty slick. No, you can say what you want to. It's like Euler dancing.
I saw the April Fool's thing.
What was the April Fool's thing?
Dancing with the Stars. I just showed you.
Hey, the next season of Dancing with the Stars, Harper Murray and Coach Rule, and they had him on
I
saw that.
Coach Rule can't dance that good. Okay, right? He can hold a beat, which I was shocked. And he knows some old school moves, like he did the worm, he pop lock it, and then he Michael Jackson at that. That was the best part of everything. That's how I know we grew up in the same era. 1975. Coach Rule's 50 on the 50 on the 25 too. I think he turns 50 this year, or if he hadn't already turned.
He's 49, I believe.
Yeah, he turns 50.
I think he just turned 50.
He might have just turned. Yeah. See, it's a great year. 1975. Y'all get behind.
75.
Y'all get behind all those 75 babies. Euler. Bach. Sorry, buddy.
He's a 95.
Like 95?
90.
Oh, 90. I was close, huh?
1990.
My daughter's 95.
We're only 15 years older than Bach. That's not a lot. 95, 70. No, 90, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was born in 75. That's not a lot, Bach. You're still close.
That's right.
You're close enough to know better. To leave Euler's mic on mute. All right, Terrell.
All right,
come on.
No, it's your show. Let's go.
All right, already. I got another one for you guys. You ready for this one? Okay, Bach, did you load that for me?
Oh, yeah, I did have that. Hold on. We do have Coach Butler audio, too, that we could play today.
What do you got, VJ? Come on, let's
Hold
get
on,
it out.
I'm trying
Get
to
it
find
ready.
it. Just wait a second.
No,
What
let's
are
go.
you?
Let's go.
I asked Bach, did he have
All right, Bach, go ahead, Bach.
No.
Nah,
Just
Bach.
stop.
You do his. How
Stop.
you do? No, go ahead, Bach.
Hey, don't make me mute your mic.
What little question you have? What is this? Where you get these from?
Don't make me use your mic. Okay, so I got a question for you guys. You've been in practice, so he can kind of answer it. You haven't, so even though I want you to answer it, and Bach, I don't know what he knows. Marcus DeVilla, quarterback on the rise. Yes or no? Could there be a quarterback controversy brewing? No?
Could be. You still got the young kid who's out there.
I know. I didn't bring up no young kid.
Well,
I told you.
He's been there.
There's not a quarterback controversy unless it's two.
Well, no, he's not. You talk about he's battling Dylan or for number two?
Hey.
And that's not a question right there. This is Dylan. I mean, why would you pay a guy all this money just to bench him? No.
I didn't say we were going to bench him.
I'm just saying. It's
but
not
you brought a guy in that's going to push him.
It's a controversy to see who's going to be second. That's it.
You didn't even hear what I'm saying. You just talking.
No.
Answer the question.
No.
Okay. That's it. You're done. Euler.
No.
Okay. You're done. Bot.
He's out.
Okay. Well, 3-1. I'll be out too. I'm just saying, to me, you look out, because I think you got a great number two brewing in him. I'm dead serious about that one. I do. I think he is, him and Dylan. Dylan's great, and this kid's right behind him.
I will tell you this about what I witnessed in practice. They threw more passes in one segment of work than I think we threw all spring ball.
Dang.
I mean, they
throwing it around the yard.
All five quarterbacks whipping it.
Air raid.
I mean, yeah, it was something to watch, that part of
Maybe
it.
it's the smoke screen.
I don't know. They were throwing some good
Who's
balls.
the best receiver?
I don't know the numbers yet with all the new people. I don't know.
Anybody better than Barney?
Barney looks still to be kind of on a level of his own.
What about tight ends? Did you watch them?
Yeah.
Who you like?
Didn't
nobody
nothing
jump?
really stood out.
Heinrich didn't jump?
Heinrich did all right. Yeah, I think
For
he's
what?
learning the position.
Yeah.
So who jumped at you on offense?
Emmett looks really good.
Yeah, takes care of his body.
Emmett looks really good. Dylan slinging it in there, pretty good.
Yeah.
They're
Offensive line.
O-line looks obviously rebuilt. You can definitely tell. They're still trying to figure out how to gel a little bit. I thought, especially in run, what I saw in the run. There's guys coming free. Like, why is that guy free?
Right. Missed assignment.
Yeah. So I think that's just some timing stuff. Being the first week back in and seeing live action. But yeah, I think it's. I mean,
anybody on defense catch your eye?
I thought our D line did really, really well.
Really?
Yeah. And then, honestly, I think our DBs are ahead of our receivers. Our DBs were covering really, really well. So I thought
we've got 15's back, which is the transfer from USC, right?
Right. Yeah.
Who else is all those rest of those guys are young. Yeah. They're all young. You're talking about safeties, young.
Yeah, I thought
Benning and all those guys are all young.
I thought the coverage was pretty tight.
Really?
For first couple practices.
Yeah. What about? Did you see any special teams or no?
No, they were just. I saw the special team coaches' energy. It's
contagious.
I
love Eckler, dude.
They ran a lot of just drills,
half drill stuff.
Yeah, it was. They had like 4 lines, and they were pretty intense drills. So
nice.
Yeah, stuff I'd never seen. Like, I didn't do special teams personally.
Oh, dog.
Well, I watched my older brother.
I'm sorry you did.
Blow his knee on a punt coverage.
Ooh,
that was dumb.
Somebody shook him.
Yeah, well, he went to turn to
stop.
Ooh, smoke. So that kind of ruined special teams for me. I'm like, I'm good. I had one special team play in college.
Really?
One, yeah.
Kickoff return.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the only way I made the field was special team. Yeah. Kickoff. My first time getting on the field for Nebraska was my sophomore year. I'm talking about special teams.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the center on the kickoff return. Back up to Phil Ellis.
The middle guy.
But then when I got pretty good at it, now all of a sudden, it was my deal.
Yeah.
Snap your neck off.
I did one kickoff coverage in practice, and I ran into John Hess pretty hard, and I said, "I'm good."
That was ugly.
I'm good. I don't need to do that again.
No.
But yeah.
Okay.
Special teams guys in college are a little different.
Yeah, I'm reading the top 5 speeds that Nebraska has so far, and I don't see those Porsches in Lamborghinis that we was talking about, because from what I'm looking at right now, Malcolm Hazard got the top speed of 21.57.
In what?
I don't know. This is top speed, like when they hit their fastest mark.
Oh.
So Dawson Merritt is at 21.29. I can't see that name right there. I know Willis McGahee is a 20.71. I can't see that.
I don't know.
But you got Henrich, he's at a 20. The double H.
You gotta listen. I told y'all, talented part of football is finding speed. Finding people who got jukers, hit sticks. That's the easiest part, to find those guys. Well, that's the talent part of football. Now you got to coach it. So if you're telling me the same guys, we don't know what these new guys are going to be worth, right? They might run a little faster. I think that's going off of last year's situation.
No, this year. Dawson Merritt wasn't there last year.
What did Dawson Merritt play?
He was in high school.
I get that.
Doesn't he play like a rush in?
Yeah, rush in.
I don't know what they jack or whatever they call it.
That's not the guy from
he
Missouri.
might be a linebacker. Yeah. I don't think he's a jack.
Maybe he's a linebacker.
Yeah. That's the guy from Missouri.
I don't think he's practicing
he played for Missouri all last year.
No, he's in high school.
He was in high school.
So he just didn't go to Missouri.
You think about Williams Winery.
That's who I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you were talking about him on the list, but obviously not. Obviously not. Okay, Bach, I don't know if we can do anything else on the fastest 2 hours of radio. But I want to ask this question. What would you guys like to see us do during spring ball, during the spring fun games? Have you thought about that?
You ponder on it? We got to go to break again.
Well, you can throw it to break, but let's ponder on that. The text line's open. Sider all our lines are open. 402-464-5685. Call us, text us, let us know what you would like to see Nebraska do for the spring fun Nebraska games.
Yeah. Come on.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
93.7 The Ticket Captain Show. We've got some defensive coordinator action. Little Butler action. We want to hear from Butler right now. But without further ado, let's hear from our defensive coordinator.
All right, there's plenty to go through here from the other day. Let's start with Butler. As a coach, what is it like seeing one of your players take that next step in terms of development?
Ultimately, I think it's the reason why you do it. It's a pretty cool thing to see guys get better because, whether you're in the NFL or you're in college, like they put so much time into this and they sacrifice, we all sacrifice so much to be and do what we do, whether you're a college football coach, a pro football coach, college player, or a pro player. It requires so much time. It requires so much sacrifice. And I know it's a game, but at the end of the day, like when you see players develop like we did in Buffalo for the 6 years I was there, and then like using an example of, we had a kid last year, Donnie Jones, that didn't play a whole lot during the season, and he just kept getting better and better and better and better and better. And he played 50-something plays in a bowl game because he was ready to play at that time. And now he needs to keep getting better. Not singling him out as an example, but when you see that growth, then it's your job to keep encouraging that growth, because then that feeds that hunger and that desire to keep getting better, because they start to see the fruits of their labor. They start to see that the work and the time that they're spending and the work and the time that you're investing in them is rewarding. And at the end of the day, then you start to see huge growth, because now they really start to believe that they can do it. And they start to believe that they are good enough, and they start to believe that they do belong, whatever level it is. So that's one of the coolest things about my career. And I get no bigger satisfaction than when I get a text, Christian Benford just signed a $76 million contract with the Buffalo Bills. We drafted him in the sixth round at Villanova. So days like that, when you get text messages from kids like that, makes you feel pretty good about what you're doing, and makes you feel pretty good. You made the career decision that you did.
Come on, Black Shirt. I'll let you touch on it first.
I'm in pros. I want to hear about the college kids. We know they have to develop. I don't want to hear anything about a Buffalo guy. I want to hear something about what's going on now. I pass on this.
Just when I was getting ready to really touch on this, you say that, and I pass on that one too.
Yeah, like
Euler.
Yeah, I think that's what they do the job for. That's why we show up every day as athletes, is to get better. And when you start seeing that happen, then it's a good thing.
Yeah, we'll pass on that question. Yeah, well, wait.
Bach, that was bad choice,
Bach. Do you pass?
Well, I don't know what you got. I mean, this is development. This is what Nebraska's been missing for 20 years. That everybody's been complaining
Nebraska
about.
Development, Bach.
Yeah, so
That's Buffalo development.
Yeah.
What college did the kid go to?
Villanova.
Exactly. Coach wasn't coaching there.
He talked about Donnie Jones, who was a star of the bowl game, a young man on our roster that we're going to have to probably get used to knowing. that was a surprise for everyone. That was a big part of the bowl game, was some of those younger guys out there playing, and now to see where he's going to be coming up this next year.
I like that part.
Who is Donnie Jones?
I don't know.
What Donovan Jones.
What number is? Oh, from Omaha.
Yeah.
Like he played linebacker, but I think they had him at safety.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be Jones. I grew up with his dad. I like Jones. I like Jones a lot. Guess where he's from? Yes, right.
North
you guessed
Omaha.
It. That's right.
Yeah.
You guessed it.
Pow,
Omaha.
pow. Pow.
Now.
Go
Give us
ahead,
a good
one, Bach.
Give us another one, Bach.
All
That's
right.
a good one, Bach. Don't let Terrell do that.
Yeah. It's a big
Try
deal.
to hate on it.
Let's go with this. I know you guys were looking for playmakers. How is the playmaking going in practice?
Yeah, I would say it's like everything. It's a work in progress, but it's something that, we want to measure it and then reward it. So we're doing a good job. Our staff is doing a good job of making sure that, when the player does make the play, he's given an attaboy for that. But then when he doesn't, we want to coach him how to make the play and put himself in a better position. Because at the end of the day, when these games, all these close games and high level football, whether you're in the NFL or in a big time college football, they're going to come down to the last possession of the game. You've got to train yourself to win in those moments. So every single day, every time we meet with them, every time we practice them, we're trying to harp on that as well as the other two things. Yes. Yeah. When you say measure it, you're actually charting whether or not they won their rep in coverage, whether or not they affected the ball, whether or not they made the play. And then it's sent to them so they see it and they understand that we are measuring it, and then we're rewarding it, because the more plays you make, the more you make your way up the depth chart. So.
Come on. Well, if I don't say that, nobody else is going to say something. I'm not talking first. No, somebody jump in there. Come on. Do we got to play it again for you? Do we need to play it again?
Well,
come on.
Play
it again, Bob. No.
Don't play it again. Don't play it again.
Play it again, Bob. Nah, you don't got it. Play it again, Bob. I'll tell you when to stop
it.
Like, you shouldn't have closed it, Bob.
Well,
because you shouldn't have closed it. Well, you start, Bach. Obviously, if you're pulling these, you like them. You start.
Well, you guys are talking about playmaking and how important that's been for Nebraska. And it's obviously something that the defense needs to improve on. And they're looking for guys out there. I think you got a solid defense returning, but you're still kind of looking for who's going to take that next step to become, somewhat the Ty Robinson of last year to a degree. I mean, he had, a sacks. I mean, he was making big plays. But even, going further back than that, Nebraska's these last couple of years has had a solid defense. I think a top 25 defense like we talk about. But if one or two more turnovers a game, forced fumbles, big stops like that, we'd be talking about top 15, top 10 defenses. Those defenses generally have All-Americans, guys that are going to make plays that can swing games.
Good job, Bob. You guys don't want to touch on it?
I'm good.
Okay, I think Bach handled that. Good job, Bach. Give us another one.
All right, here's what it's like. What has it been like having Deshaun Singleton and Javin right back?
Right. It's kind of like free agency in pro football, right? You're like, oh man, is that guy going to leave us? And then all of a sudden they decide to stay. Well, that's just an analogy, but it's similar in that you feel like you have two players that might have opportunities to go to another place, which would have been the NFL. And because of the culture and the program that Matt's kind of created and built, they want to stay here, which I think is an awesome testament to what's going on here right now, because you have an opportunity to go play in the NFL, which for most people, that is your dream. And both of them decided that they want to still be a part of this and help us build this thing on defense. And I'm obviously very excited that they're both back. They've both had very good springs. They've been good in the preseason with the, strength and conditioning, good with our younger players and, spending time with them. So it's been awesome for us. And obviously we're very appreciative that they decided to do that.
I'll jump on this one just because for him as a defensive coordinator to get a guy who's been around for 7 years and another guy who's been around for 6 years, I think that's a good thing. Or they transferred in but has been around a long time, right? I think that's a good thing. Deshaun Singleton is he's a good safety that I think if you properly train him up, he could be a great safety because he's got all the tools. He just misses plays, he drops his head and does things that you got to clean up. Javin Wright, the upside on him, the sky is the limit. It's up to him where he wants to go. He's his own either motivator or enemy. So if he stays healthy, Javin Wright can be a guy because of his size, speed, and athleticism he would be a guy that I guarantee you could be a first or second day guy on defense. If he gets it in gear. I don't know. Is he playing Jack? Man, you guys.
No, he's not playing.
I don't know where he's playing.
Where is he playing? Linebacker?
Just linebacker, yeah.
Middle? Outside? Which one?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. I'll check tomorrow. Don't you guys don't. Yeah.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, it's a great thing to have those guys back because they can help the younger guys back. You know,
100%. And there's a sense of
it's the defensive coordinator being new, he can use that help from an older guy. Now Deshaun Singleton, he's been playing all over the field this spring. He done played like 3 different safety positions. It's good to learn all 3 of them. You know, especially with the young kids that's coming up, like Damon Bennett's son, who was playing a little safety in the bowl game. Deshaun Singleton will be a good candidate to play the rover position. We haven't heard anything about anybody playing that rover spot. So it's key positions on this defense that can be handled by Deshaun Singleton. Now Javen is a different player. He could be an all-star if it was up to him.
No,
it has to be up to him. He has to stay healthy. Okay. He has to keep his head right. He has to focus. He has to
run through things.
Yeah, he has to build that confidence up that he needs to have that confidence where he's unstoppable. You know, and that's running through a brick wall or doing that. It has to be. It's something that can't be coached though. You know, he has to take some matters into his own hands as for being that type of player. He has to stay focused, and by that way, when I say that either learning his learning process is already there. He got to react faster than what he plays. So, and I watched Javen a lot last year, even with his dad in the stands. We watched him, and I said, tell me he could have made that. He just run through the guy. Don't sit there and lollygag and play with him.
Fight.
He's like a stunt man on the field. Javen always falling.
Always falling.
You know,
I call it trick off diving.
Jumping and rolling. He like cleaning his, what his name is?
Jumping over the pile.
Coach Sievers. The fall guy. But yeah, I like Javen though.
But I think when you get veterans like that back, it can do nothing but help that defense.
Yeah.
You know, because you got guys that know the defense, they know how to play. And they're going to be the veteran statesman in that locker room, I think, when it comes to that black shirt defense. Because if you really look at who do you have?
Yeah.
Who do you really have that's coming back from last year that was a black shirt?
Well, you got nobody really.
Thank you.
You got some.
Javen Wright.
Well, you got probably
these guys. Singleton, that's who you got.
These guys are new. Wright, yeah.
Singleton, you got, if you want to throw Harsgrove in there, you got Harsgrove coming back as well. But after that, you don't have anybody that's solid. McGahee, but those guys are young.
Yeah.
I'm talking about proven guys who've proven themselves over time, 3-4 years. You know, Javen's been playing for 5-6 years now. You know, Singleton's been playing for the last 3 years in a major way. So you need guys that can log hours out there on the football field, and those guys got it.
Here's a question. What position do you have in mind for Deshaun Singleton, and what do you like about him?
Yeah, Deshaun is definitely a guy that we're looking at in multiple roles. We love players that, I personally love him, and I think we all do. Love players that have versatility that can play multiple spots, and that way you don't have to sub everybody to fill, different positions. But, I think that was one of the things that appealed to him in coming back was the role that we were going to use him in, maybe an expanded role where last year he played the safety position. And now moving forward, we're going to do our best to, use all of our players towards their skill set. When we recruit you and sign you, we're going to use you for what you are. And then it's our responsibility to develop you into what we want you to be and how you could use and be used in this system. So you can't pigeonhole players, but you got to have, the more versatile pieces you have, I think it's better for your defensive unit.
Is he going to play linebacker? Jack?
Nah.
He mentioned
he never said safety.
No, he mentioned blitzing though. He mentioned blitzing. Singleton did in when he was talking.
More like a rover.
Listen, to me, Singleton is a rover.
Yeah,
he is a Toby Wright.
Yeah, more like the Isaac Gifford rover. That's
I like that.
Yeah,
I think he'll be a better Isaac Gifford than Isaac Gifford.
All right.
I'm just saying. Because he's long.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
A little bit longer and stuff, and I think he's a little bit more athletic than Giff. But Giff was a super hard worker. So I'm not slighting Gift. I'm just saying in the long haul, if you got to call a spade. And if you had to take Gift or you had to take Singleton, who you taking?
No question.
Who you taking?
Probably, I don't know.
Who you taking, Bach?
I'd like to see Singleton in that role to see what it
Yeah, I
looks
just
like.
can't give him the
Thank
role to
you,
say,
Bach.
hey.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I like to
Thank
see
you,
it.
Bach, for being for just being
Yeah.
100.
That's what I wanted to say.
No, you didn't want to say that
Because
I'm not scared to say
I'm not
that.
going to put him at a position that he never played, and the same thing happens.
It's
you know?
safety.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a rover though.
It's safety.
Okay, yeah.
You think that there's no difference
You
in
have
playing rover? Rover
you have two safeties already back there.
Rover means you're gonna mix it up in the run game more than anybody else. That's what that means. That safety.
Yeah, because
You have
Mike Minner.
And before you had a rover, it was a strong safety and a free safety. Your strong safety was the rover. Okay, so Mike Minner was the rover.
I know
Toby
that.
Wright, rover. Mike Brown, rover. They were the rovers.
I know that.
Well, what you telling me that Singleton can't play rover?
Yeah, but they rover in the 3-3-5 is a lot different
No,
than
it's not.
the rover in the 4-3.
I don't buy that.
Okay.
Now you trying to tell me we playing checkers and not chess, or we playing chess and not checkers?
We're playing chess, not checkers.
But then he would absolutely be a great piece to put in there and fill the role for number 2. That's all.
Let's jump over to the defensive line. Butler was asked Coach Butler the other day, is there anyone on the D line who has started to separate themselves?
Yeah, I'm looking at this as it related to the question about the secondary. I'm going to kind of stay away from just kind of signaling out individuals, but I am very excited about how they've been going. Like we go 9-on-7 every day. We go team, and like there's a lot of reps to be graded and a lot of reps to be used to create tools of improvement. And I would say that area as a collective is really coming on. And I think they embrace the challenge that's at hand right in front of them. And whether it's the guys that we just brought in or whether it's guys that have been here, I think, like I said, I think we're going to be fine there when the time comes.
I don't call this the Chief Borders rule. This is the Chief Borders rule. You can thank Chief Borders for us not having a spring game now. Now that I think about it, It's Chief Borders. Yeah, I'm telling you, Chief Borders had the best spring he's had since he's played college football, and he parlayed that into going to Pittsburgh. Or he could have he had other schools, UCLA, some other schools wanted him. My point is, Chief Borders, and now coaches ain't going to give you and single out Todd. Well, Todd Euler's looking very, very good. He's playing the 3 technique great. They're not going to say that. Nope. Because now Todd Euler's agent may hear that and be like, oh, hey, Oklahoma. Sounds like Todd dominated everybody at Nebraska.
Chief Borders still there?
Chief Borders is at his next school.
Where he at now?
I don't know, but at his next school. Look him up. This is 4-4. This is number 4 for Chief Borders. Whoever his agent is, I think, and I love Chief Borders, by the way, but I think he's an actor. I think he's just in it for the money. He goes from this school, Nebraska, they pay him. Went to Pittsburgh, they paid him. He didn't play very well. Now he's going to his next school. They're going to pay him.
He's at UNLV, by the way.
There you go. You know UNLV gave up the loot. They gave the loot up. Oh, no,
At least
buddy.
they told him.
No, they gave that money up. UNLV
Come on, he can't be worth that much. He didn't even start at Pittsburgh.
What is worth that much? $15,000 ain't that much. When in the grand scheme of things, when you telling me that you got quarterbacks that's talking about signing a 4-year, $12 million deal, making $15,000 a month is barely what, 140, 50, 60,000? $15,000 a month. Come on now. It's
For a guy that played in the SEC, the Big Ten, the ACC.
$1,500 a month, yeah.
They getting that in scholarships, sir. They get $2,800, $2,900 in scholarships, $2,600 in a scholarship check. So what makes you think, let's just say everybody's getting 160. Forget it. 120,000. Let's use whole numbers. That's $10,000 a month. Plus scholarship check. So you tell me, as a college student, you don't make $10,000 a month now. But as a college student, they don't have no anything. They don't have no degree. They don't have no expertise in a particular field, meaning Windows, construction,
Right.
auto, whatever. They're going off of football potential only. That's why Chief Borders got paid off of football potential only, because you can't tell me in a game when Chief Borders have more than one sack. So what did Chief Borders get paid? Because he did what? Because Coach Rule said that Chief Borders is probably one of the most improved players? He took the film on what he was doing to some of the guys and they shopped it, i.e. his agent? Okay. I'll let y'all.
I want to get these stats. Hold on. I want to see this.
I mean, I was just saying. You getting Chief Border stats?
Yeah.
Please do. It's going to tell the story of a guy who is basically on a worldwide tour to get paid in NIL. I don't fault him at this point.
No, I
don't fault him. I fought him. I find him at fault because nobody told him to sit put. Yeah, if we had Chief Borders would probably be getting more money than he ever thought he could get right now if he had to sit here. But greed made him go to Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Then I start seeing him with all the bling bling, and these guys spend all their money on jewelry and stupid stuff.
Tattoos.
So tattoos.
You're gonna pay this guy
car wraps. What? Where is he?
12 tackles.
I just told you.
Half a sack.
I just told you.
I'm gonna give you $150,000 for that.
Bro, he went down when we left Pittsburgh. He can always say, "Oh, they didn't play me."
Year before that, he had 9 tackles.
Yeah, at Nebraska.
Yeah. The year before that, he had 2 tackles.
I just told you.
The year before that, he had 1 tackle.
So then he's on a worldwide tour to get paid. Obviously.
It's a lot of money per tackle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Think about this. Where'd he come from? What school did he come from?
Florida.
Perfect. He left
Originally
Florida.
from Chicago, but yeah.
Yeah,
No,
originally from Chicago, went to Georgia.
What's the first school he went to?
Okay.
Georgia coming out of high school.
No, Florida.
Florida.
Okay, stop then. He went to Florida coming out of high school. This was right before NIL kicked. I thought. And maybe it wasn't.
2021, yeah. Probably. At least it's been growing.
It was right
every
in
year.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
So where was he in 2022? Where did he leave? When he left Florida, where'd he go?
Nebraska, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, in 2022 is still Florida, and then 2023 Nebraska.
Okay, perfect. 2023 he came to Nebraska. How much you think they paid him? Off of potential?
Too much.
Off of talent? Okay, and maybe it wasn't too much. Who knows? They paid him something. Does that make sense? So now, what do you think Pittsburgh paid him to get him away from Nebraska? A little bit more than what Nebraska was paying him?
You would think so.
Yeah. Let's call it 10 grand. Let's call it 150 grand. So then you telling me that is UNLV a Division II?
UNLV was in the top 25 this last year.
Was it an NAIA?
No.
Then you ain't telling me that, you ain't getting ready to tell me that UNLV ain't got Nebraska money.
They don't have Nebraska money, bro.
Let me say this one more
They're
time.
not a Power 4.
You're not
program.
hearing what I'm saying.
They're not Power 4.
They were a better program than Nebraska was last year, correct?
They won more games, yeah.
They're a better
team,
program than Nebraska was last year, correct?
But I'm not going to give you 100.
Answer the
But
question.
you're saying paying him off potential. He's a senior with 20 tackles in his whole career. I mean, with a half a
You had that
sack.
in a game.
Yeah.
Then how was he able to leave the University of Nebraska? This is why I'm telling you not having a spring game. This is why I'm telling you, no, it's not. This is why I'm telling you why coaches speak very, very vaguely now, because they don't want to give up any pointed information about their players, because as soon as a player either smuggles their tape out or other coaches like me hear that they're balling, I got friends. So as a coach, why would I want to put my roster out there for people to cherry pick over, and for people like Chief Borders, who obviously there's no loyalty. And I love Chief Borders, by the way, but I got to call a spade a spade. If somebody comes and dangles 250, Euler, I'm out.
See ya.
Where's the loyalty? Because it's about the money with some players. Not all, but some. But go ahead.
I'm just saying, the thing about this Chief Border incident, it was that he was getting praised all through camp. But,
He was balling.
But how could you get praised through camp, then the next day you enter the portal? Okay, after that conversation,
Greed.
with a coach, telling you that you're not starter material, probably because he wasn't.
I don't believe he told him that. He wasn't starting material. I don't believe he told him that. Why would you tell a person? Coach Rule was giving him all the accolades in the world during spring ball. Saying the most improved, this, that, and the third.
But
so who wasn't he going to start over? Who? Number 10?
Who was number 10?
That went to LSU.
Butler, yeah.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who wasn't he going to start over? If it wasn't 10, then it was it couldn't have been 11 because he
wasn't going to start it.
Who was the other starter?
And Chief Border was a jack linebacker.
Man, Chief Borders would have started on that defense, bro.
He was a jack.
He would have started.
He was playing the same one as MJ Sherman.
He was better than MJ Sherman.
I don't know about that. They about the same.
No, sir.
Yeah.
You wasn't hearing about MJ Sherman in the spring.
Well,
you was hearing about Chief Borders in the spring. My point is, he took whatever he was doing in the spring. He took the tape. He hijacked the tape. They parlayed that tape. I'm telling you. Go at the break, Bob. Play the music. Stop doing your snapping fingers over there. Play the music. We don't got music. Play the music.
There you go. We'll be right back at the captain with more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and March Madness is here, and Koppel is ready to rock and roll. We just closed the books on a tremendous February, and we're locked and loaded for a big March. True 0% APR is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. Koppel also has over 10,500 off list on new select models. So please stop on by and see what confident driving and confident buying is all about. We're right down 144th Street or online at koppelcars.com. All deals with the roof credit, 0% is standalone.
Load up on meat and more this spring at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through April 1st is $1 off all pasta, $2 off spaghetti sauce, and special discounts on hamburgers. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney and Lincoln, or also at 168th and Maple Streets in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Fleet Feet Lincoln is excited for the upcoming spring season and the warmer temps, and they want you to get outside and be active. Fleet Feet's Fit ID process takes a free 3D image of your feet to help runners and walkers alike find comfortable tennis shoes and inserts that ease pain associated with plantar fasciitis, bunions, and more. Get back on your feet this spring with a trip to Fleet Feet, open 7 days a week at 77th and Pioneers.
Hog Wild's giant stuffed baked potatoes are anything but basic and really hit the spot when you're craving a little comfort food. Nothing is more satisfying than a Hog Wild baked potato loaded with butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, and chives. Add your choice of a Hog Wild house smoked meat like pulled pork, chicken, or brisket for a little extra. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to
Back with Vershawn Jackson. Powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. I think Bach is getting old, y'all. He's just getting a little slower. You know, when you raise with your grandpa and grandma, and you watch them and decline when they get in their 98s and 102s, and you can see the little bit of decline every year. It's like I'm starting to witness this with Bach, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't understand why.
Thanks. I'm 34 years old.
I know. That's what I'm saying. My grandpa called it sometimers. You're getting sometimers, Bach. Not all timers. Sometimers, though. Just simply saying. Is that all the Butlers we got?
No, we got some more from Coach Butler here. Coach Butler the other day was asked about, and though he wouldn't name any specific defensive linemen on the front line, he was asked about Elijah Judy specifically. So how has he grown on and off the field?
You know, obviously Judy made it. We're very happy about his decision to come back, and I would just comment that he's had a very good 5 days of spring. He's got to keep getting better. And obviously everybody understands that we lost a lot of experience on the defensive line last year with those guys, and those guys are going to all go and have good careers in the NFL, but that's part of building the program is you have to rebuild in areas of need. And obviously we all believe that you have to have a great defensive line to have a good defense. And I feel like we got some good young players there. The coaching's getting it better. And, I think by the time it needs to be, we'll have it looking exactly the way we want it to.
I like that. I think it does start with the defensive line, but what I don't like, and again, this is me, is when we put so much emphasis on the NFL. Dude, everybody ain't going to the NFL. It ain't happening.
Very few.
It's not happening. Okay? 3%. 3%. Now, how many guys off last year's team made it in the NFL? Who's playing still? Uh-oh. Did I ask that question? Who got drafted from last year's team last year? Huh? What was his name? What was his name, guys? Why are you guys looking at me like that?
O'Shawn Mathis.
Perfect.
That was years ago.
Oh, yeah. Nobody got drafted last year.
Bach, thank you for playing the judge. Judge, who got drafted last year? Bach, come on. Come on, y'all. Text lines open. 402-464-5685. Y'all smarter than Coach the captain. Who got drafted last year for the University of Nebraska? And if they did, are they still playing? Matter of fact, let me make it easy on y'all. Who went free agent from the University of Nebraska? Oh my gosh.
Well, nobody was drafted, so there's that.
Okay, well, I knew that. But who went free agent? There's a couple guys. We got a sniff. Is that the first time Nebraska's never had a draft pick?
It's happened a few times, unfortunately. the
Not
last
very
couple
many.
years. Yeah. It didn't happen for like decades until the last couple of years. Well, last 10 years, I should say now.
5. But go ahead. Because even Callahan had draft picks all over the place. He had draft. You think about Gomes to all those guys that they had, Eric Haig. All those dudes got drafted. They got drafted. So say
Those were
what you
Pelini
want.
guys, but yeah.
Excuse me?
But
You mean
those were Pelini guys.
Well, they ended with Pelini.
Well, both those I think were actually Pelini because Gomes was JUCO.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
He
Gomes
might have
was
been subbed by Haig though. Yeah, he might have been.
Yeah, Gomes was. But I'm saying, but that class of young men with Ndamukong Suh, Prince, Fonzie, all those guys, Levante David, Will Compton, all those guys that Crick, all those guys, what are we talking about? You can't name no guys off the last 5 years like that. If you name them, they're all one-hit wonders. O'Shawn Mathis, Trey Palmer, and that was 2 years ago. You can't name not one guy from last year that got drafted. Not one. That's a problem. That's a problem. So I don't know if I would be necessarily pushing the NFL more than I'd be pushing. You guys need to be the best football players that we've ever seen around here in a long time. And you guys need to win and lay it on the line for us here at Nebraska because this is your NFL because we're paying you like you're in the NFL and you show up like you're in the NFL. Not I'm selling you on the NFL. You might not make it. I'm selling them on you might not make it to the NFL. You can get to the last game and get hurt.
I think it was 1962 to 2019. That was the first draft, 19, where they didn't have anybody drafted. But they also didn't.
Scott Frost, go figure. Yeah. Go figure. Talent pool start. All those guys that were getting. This was before the transfer portal, but that was transferring. No money. See ya. These are guys that got drafted. I can name about 10 of them. I'm only going to name 2. Wandale Robinson, and you had what's the
Luke McCaffrey?
McCaffrey. Yeah. I'll just name 2. Both got drafted. You had them at the University of Nebraska and didn't know what to do with them. Rice knew better what to do, and Kentucky knew better what to do than we did. So to me, it's a culture thing that starts with the inside. Don't sell people on the NFL right now. Sell people on falling in love with Nebraska football, falling in love with each other in the room. Just because me and Terrell have some of the fiercest battle and I talk stuff and I think he's the ugliest dude I know, if we got to join forces, like you are, to me, I'm not going to let anything happen to Terrell. Yeah, I promise you that. He's going to be my best friend. You think we brothers from another mother. Yeah. In any type of situation besides this one, where we get paid to talk crazy to each other.
Yeah, you're also ugly and you dress bad.
That's
so
okay.
It doesn't matter.
That's okay.
But you got a cool car.
But you come and hang out with me.
All right. Hey, but did you know this? So this is how much talent fell off at the University of Nebraska over the last 6 decades. Nebraska has 110 first-team All-Americans all time. The last 6 decades. The 70s, you had 23. 80s, you had the 70s, you had 27. 80s, you had 23. 90s, you had 18. 20s, 2000s, you had 10. 2010 and beyond, you had 3. The 20s, 0.
Yikes. It's just, so they got their work cut out. The NFL is the last thing you need to be talking about.
And first team, all Big Ten. We haven't had one in how long, Bob?
Yeah, you see less of those certainly every.
Who's the last
first
person
team
to
All
make
Big Ten?
first team All Big Ten?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might need to give somebody a shirt for that one. Who was the last Husker?
Amir? Was he?
Oh, we gotta have somebody. Mark didn't get first team?
No. Who? Adrian Martinez?
Yeah.
No.
Kenny Bell?
No.
Cam Taylor-Britt?
No.
He got second team, didn't he?
Yeah, him and Cam Jurgensen.
Jurgens didn't get first team? I don't know who you can go to from there then, if that's the case. I don't know who you run to. If you're telling me that those guys didn't get it, you got to go. Then you're right. You're going to have to go way back in the Rolodex. You find it, Bob?
Not yet. It will probably take a minute.
Oh, man. But that just goes to show you how much we've fallen off the potato truck, right? We've fallen off to the point where we're drawing stats that win the last, how many honorable mention, all Big Ten honorable mentions.
I'd have to keep looking, but Austin Allen did make the media first team in 2021.
Yeah, okay. The media don't count.
Well, it does.
I'm just kidding. It does. Is that AP? That's what you're saying?
Just media. There's media coaches for Big Ten.
When did they start doing that? They didn't do that when we were in Big 12.
They did associate press, AP, and coaches.
Yes, this is AP and coaches. So he got first team. That's cool. Big Allen, is he still playing? Probably still playing.
I haven't seen him.
He's out? I thought he was still playing. I thought he had made somebody's practice squad the last time I checked last year. I could have swore he was on somebody's practice squad. I could be wrong. Come on, Bach. So we get to the next subject because you ain't finding it.
Yeah, it's tough to find out.
That's my point. But we're the cream of the crop. But we are the top of the food chain when it comes to paying coaches. We're the top of the food chain when it comes to budget. We're the top of the food chain when it comes to we're going to put in red end zones. Mm-hmm. We're the top of the food chain when it comes to we live in Nebraska, but we're going to put in a grass field.
Have you seen Hawks with the red end zone?
No.
It's pretty nice.
I'm quite sure. Well, you get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to actual football games, we're top 80.
Yeah.
93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back. Captain Show.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Man, faster 2 hours in radio. I know it goes so fast, Lincoln. I apologize. Everybody in the surrounding areas, that's how we do Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Hello,
X. What else?
YouTube,
Facebook. I say that. If I didn't, that's okay. I did. So anyway, I apologize, guys. It goes by fast. That's what happens when you have fun. Now, what do you got? You got anything for the people before we go? Can you give us anything but COD?
Nah, I got some stuff I have to do today.
Like what?
I have to go on the other side of town.
Why?
To mind my business.
Bueller?
Yeah, well, Friday's the day, 11 to
Address.
7, 5947 Cornhusker Highway.
Phone number.
402-464-7313.
What time? Tell him what time, Bueller.
11 to 7 is the open house. You
We're
guys will
here
be
from 1
there
to
from
3.
1 to 3
Yeah.
for your show. Excited for that. We've got current Huskers
105,
coming to sign some autographs from 5 to 6. We've refreshments, meet the crews. It'll
You
be
have
a
any
blast.
games or anything going on?
Maybe we'll have some drag racing.
Straight up?
The kid will drag race your
Or
car.
bring no, he don't want none of that. That thing's too stupid.
And obviously, I got my show at 1 o'clock on Saturday after practice. So
All right.
the Power Hour.
And you
with
going to
Bueller.
practice too?
Yep.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock tomorrow, and then Saturday.
I might see you there.
9:30 or 9:45.
I won't see you at Saturday, but I might see you on Thursday. Bach, what you got?
Yes.
There you
Yes,
go.
so
He
tomorrow
did his
we'll,
stuff. You see that, Euler? You see that, Euler? He see he got himself with the same thing he got you with. Go ahead.
Yeah, so tomorrow we will hear from Coach Glenn Thomas and Donovan Morello, so look out for that. A couple of players as well. Then Saturday we will hear from Coach Rule, and then obviously tonight my focus is on Nebraska. They got to win that thing in Vegas, don't they? They got to take down Georgetown. First ever matchup with Georgetown, so kind of cool.
Should be winnable game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for riding with us for the fastest 2 hours in radio. It's been great on this Window World Wednesday. Get out, come hang out with us at Window World. What's the address again?
5945 Cornhusker Highway.
1 to 3 will be there, but 11 to 7
11 to
they'll
7,
be there.
yeah.
Food, fun, family, go-karts, electric cars, windows, siding. You
Giving
know
away some free windows too.
what?
Yeah.
Can I draw?
Yeah.
Bet that's all I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding for the Captain Show. We are powered
Bye.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
You guys are terrible. As long as we've been doing this, we should be on better Q. 93.7. Captain Show. Come on now.
And when you do it like this,
Yeah. What?